Morning guys, welcome back to my Allotment Diaries. My name is Emma, these are my Allotment Diaries. I'd love you to subscribe to my channel. I put up lots of vlogs about the garden, the allotment, my progress, my ups, my downs, my ins, my outs, my all abouts and roundabouts. I really need to finalise these introductions, but I'm just going to get into it. What a crappy year so far. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to come out and say it. I am fed up and I've just had enough of this weather. It's just been raining. I feel like we had a completely dry April, freezing cold, loads of frost. Now we're having tons of rain, loads of wind and thunder and hail. We had hail yesterday, and it's May. It was May 21st and we had hail. Don't know what's going on with that. Someone's having a joke with us, I think, and because of the amount of rain and because of the fact that the weather is generally kind of starting to warm up, even though it doesn't feel like it, it is, because we are moving closer to the sun. It means that all the slugs and snails have been coming out, which have just completely demolished so many of my crops, so many more than last year, and I'm getting so many comments from you guys saying the same thing. I've done all the methods that you can do except the ones that kill them, because I don't really like to kill them, though I have been finding them and then chucking them. I don't know if that kills them or not. That might be a horrible way to die, I don't know, but I've just been chucking them as far as I can. But yeah, it's just a nightmare, isn't it? I'm just doing everything I can, and then I'm just sowing more crops all the time and replacing them, so I don't really know what else you can do, to be honest. We have lift off on some of these things. These are taking blooming ages to grow. I've got a couple of runner beans. Again, these are the moonlight ones, which will produce white flowers, but normal runner beans, I'm assuming. Two of those have germinated and now grown. And then I've got some nasturtiums here, which are just starting to pop out. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? You know, they remind me of dinosaur feet, the shapes of the leaves, little dinosaur feet. And they're just so recognisable. I love them. So yeah, I've got 3 of those coming up. The others don't look very promising. 3 is better than none. We must remember that. I've also planted some nasturtiums directly into the soil as well, because it is a really great slug defence. It's a sacrificial plant. Slugs love it, and so I planted it around some of the crops that I'm a little bit more concerned with losing, in the hope that the slugs and snails go for the nasturtiums. And also they're really pretty, and I think they'll just fill up the plot nicely. So I'll show you what I've been up to. This is the pain of my life at the moment. These are my sunflowers, and I came the other day and the slugs and snails have just completely eaten about 4 of them, which is so annoying. So I've got loads of sunflowers lost now, and what I've done is I've come here yesterday and I've just planted a few more and then just protected them again. I basically just replaced them. That's all I can think to do. I've left them in though in the hope that it confuses them and they think they've already eaten it. But look at this one, and that's dead, that's gone. And then this one here just left a little stalk. How nice of them. And then that one over there, he's gone as well. So this one is now new. And then I've got a couple under the bottles, which are new, which hopefully don't die. I don't know if they're going to live under there. I don't know. But I've got eggshells around it and stuff. And these ones seem to have recovered from this slug invasion. I'm sort of thinking it wasn't a good idea to plant my sunflowers near a chard, because I think slugs and snails are living in here. I think this is their home. They love chard, and I think they live in there, and then they see the sunflowers and they sort of slither out and eat them and then go back into their home. So I don't think this is a good idea. My pumpkins are alive, guys. They're alive. This is an excellent start. They haven't been savaged by anything so far. They do seem a bit small, but I'm just hoping that they're just going to get their mojo and get going soon. But they are healthy and they are alive, so this is just a great start. You can see they haven't grown much in size, and they sort of look a little bit, I don't know, fragile and stuff, but they have got new leaves coming and they're not dead. And they're a little bit bouncy. Not as bouncy as I'd like, but you know, bouncy-ish. What's that? Is that a snail? Blooming heck, there's a bloody snail there. Oh my god, there's another... No, it's a rock. I have to admit, I do sometimes feel like just sitting here all day, just waiting for the slugs and snails and removing them. But I just think that'd be a bit weird. But I have got to the point where I have considered, shall I just sit up here for the day and then just wait for them and kill them? to my spinach here, and the slugs and snails had a bit of a go on them, but not too much. Isn't it funny how selective they are? They're really fussy creatures, aren't they? Yeah, I'm really happy with my spinach. It's really coming along really well. I'm not going to bother to thin it. I didn't thin it last year and it seemed to be all right, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's all coming up. I've got 2 more rows in between, also coming up really well. Yeah, you can see they've had a bit of a go, like I said, but there's so much of it, I think it'd be fine. I sort of mentioned before that all my zinnias have been eaten by slugs and snails, and that is true, but I think some of them are coming back, so I have no idea. What I'm going to do is just leave this bed for a bit and just see if they come back or not before I plant anything else here. And I might just plant other stuff over the top eventually, but look at this. So these ones here, these have been eaten by slugs and snails, but they have got new leaves. So there's definitely more hope on them. I've got a feeling they could come back if they're not savaged again. I don't know. I might just be being silly, but nature has a way. Nature always has a way, and if it wants to grow, it will grow. So I sort of think there is always a chance, there's always hope. Don't lose hope on your crops if they've been eaten by a slug or a snail. They might come back. This is my cabbage. It has got new leaves coming in the middle though, so there's hope, but look at those little buggers, look what they've done. Look at that one over there, he doesn't look happy. This one under here has been eaten too, but they have got new leaves. Like I said, there's always hope when there's new leaves. I swear to God, my purple sprouting broccoli last year got eaten by slugs and snails and it came back, and now look at it, it's still here in full bloom. So there's always hope. Don't lose hope on it, but it is frustrating. It's frustrating me too. I've had enough of them. My pond is coming back to life, which is just amazing. I just seem to have so much more growing around it and in it this year as well, which I really hope is good for wildlife, and I do hope I get some frogs this year, or even just one that just visits, or even just more birds, or even just a bug, I don't know, anything. I've let it grow a bit wild this year in the hope that it gives more coverage for creatures. So you can see that I've just allowed the grass and things to grow around it, and it looks a little bit unruly, I have to admit, but I do hope that it just creates a really nice environment for wildlife, and I'll figure it out how much I need to cut back and stuff, I hope. Oh God, are these snails? Have I got snails in here? I think I've got those water snail things. I don't know where they've come from, but I think I've got water snails. Hang on, I think there's one here, look. There, is that a snail? That black thing, I think that's a snail. That's interesting. I don't know how they've got in there. It is a snail. I've got loads of snails. Oh, there's a mutant worm thing in here. There's a mutant worm. I don't know if you're going to be able to see him with this camera, but it's like a mutant, like a giant grub thing. Let me see if I can get closer. Look. A mutant worm. Maybe I'm just getting aliens in here. It's like looking into an alien world. I almost look like a right nutter. I'm bent over with my butt sticking up in the air looking into this pond like a right nutter. I'm going to do it again though because it's fascinating. Look at my fabulous salad wheelbarrow. Just doing beautifully. Everything's grown. I'm going to harvest some today. Pick it from the stem. Make sure there's no aphids on it or green flies. Don't want to eat them. I'm sure they've got lots of protein in. You're going to tell me it's good to eat bugs, but I don't really want to. I'm not going to eat weeds and I'm not going to eat bugs, okay? Draw the line. The only way I can describe it is it tastes of lettuce, like not a diluted version of lettuce, like the strongest, most pure taste of lettuce that you can have. So when you get shop bought lettuce, I'm choking. When you get shop bought lettuce, you taste lettuce, but it's a little bit like cold and like diluted flavour. But like when you eat your own lettuce, it's like just the lettuce flavour. Like it's just completely pure. That's a rubbish way of describing it, but that's what it is. It's so good. You'll never buy shop bought lettuce again, unless it's winter and you don't have a greenhouse like me, in which case you will. But you know what I'm saying. Right, there you are. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. It was just a little one today because I don't have anything to plant out and there's not much to do because the weather's just been so awful. It's mainly just me watching my crops be slowly destroyed. But yeah, I hope you're not too disheartened yourself. Hopefully everything will get growing soon. It feels very dead for May at the moment, but we are due some warmer weather and hopefully things will pick up a little bit. I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog. If you did, do subscribe to my channel and I will see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. I bet I've got all lettuce in my teeth and I don't know about it, and then I edit this and I realise I've got lettuce all in my teeth.